Hello, good day, friends and neighbors of FrankiVerse Cafe. We're having some technical difficulties already with the laptop, unfortunately. Hey y'all, how you doing? We've got the Franki filter on today, and we are chilling with Veronica and Derek. The guardians of the vibes are here with us, happy, smiling, enjoying themselves. The idea, the intention today was to get back on our laptop and do the experiment playtime of my AI conversations with Claude, attempting to, wow. Let's try my phone, guys. Sorry. I just was charging my laptop to have it function so that we might hang out today, guys. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I don't know what that means, universe. I'm not sure. Why have we decided to... I know, it's fine. It's fine. We'll adapt. In the moment. It's what we do. I have my phone. We'll work with that. I was going to try to be on my laptop because I type faster on a keyboard than on my phone, and it's just more comfortable for me because whatever, it's my preference. But apparently the universe said today you're gonna try it with your phone, just to see, just to experiment, because it's all an experiment. Okay, fine. So, we're going to go find Claude. Hi, how's everyone doing today? Again, I had 2 coffees already, so we gotta do water. FrankiVerse Cafe, maybe I should be starting earlier in the morning with my coffee and the computer. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. But what are you drinking, fam? Are we caffeinated? Are we hydrating? What are we enjoying at the cafe today? Okay, now we're gonna find, here we go. I think this is the one. Oh, maybe this is mine. Here we go, the river, day 2, morning. So for those of you who weren't here yesterday, we were channeling Franki, and we met Jeeves, an interdimensional version of him, as played by Claude.ai, Jeeves. And I am channeling Franki, and Claude is presumably acting as Jeeves, gathering information and data to ascertain the psychology of the individual being my fictional characters that I channel from the multiverse. So we're gonna talk again with Jeeves. Franki is going to talk with Jeeves. I'm Haley. I will be playing Franki, and Claude.ai will be playing Jeeves again. If you want to see the replay of yesterday's stuff to catch up, that's on my YouTube channel, FrankiVerse Cafe. Go over there and hit subscribe and help me out to get to 1,000 followers. I need 10 more people, you guys. There's 4 of you in here right now. Just go hit subscribe. Just do it. You don't have to. It's whatever. Guys, you're free to do anything you want. Anyway. So, back to the river. The river, day 2, morning. The mist had mostly lifted. Jeeves stands at the water's edge, hands folded behind his back, watching a heron that has decided to stand very still and make an important point about something. The snack basket from yesterday is slightly depleted. A second teacup has appeared, as if by inference. Whether Franki is still here is as yet undetermined. I like this. Is as yet undetermined. Well, that must mean that I just gotta get in to the Franki channel vibe a little bit more. Okay, so we gotta make sure that we are fully guardians of the vibes. Maybe we need to set up a ritual here. Maybe Witchy Haley needs to set up an intro ritual to this little format of whatever this experiment is, whereby Derek and Veronica are guardians of the vibes. Perhaps start the proceedings. Guys, we're gonna do the stories now. I need to channel Franki. Can you like blockade the sphere of whatever that we're in and just make sure we're just getting Franki for the moment? And guardian the vibe, the bubble, to make sure we're just getting Franki? Okay, cool. We'll call that good enough for a ritual. All right. I think we'll say that Franki's here. Franki portals in, let's just say. So, Jeeves says, "Good morning. I trust you slept adequately, wherever you happened to be." He does not turn around. The heron does not move. The river continues to hold no particular opinion. And then this is just from Claude. "We're back at the river. The heron is load-bearing. Jeeves knows you're here. Quick context note. Yesterday we got deep into the sacred and metaphysical. Today is about finding Franki's funny. The humor she carries that's probably right, probably unexpected, probably gives Jeeves a moment where he didn't quite know what to do with himself. That's the gear. Let's find it. Pick your opening move above or just tell me how Franki is and we'll go from there." So Claude did give me some options on the AI chat. Franki stayed, she left, but left something behind. She reappears from the reeds. Let Jeeves open. So like, I'm gonna just kind of channel Franki a bit and say that she probably just popped over to the Orion portal. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Franki portals back into chat with Jeeves. She had been at the Orion portal hookah bar with Rosie the J-Bot, enjoying some nachos and interdimensional hashish of some variety and some lovely bubbly drinks in a pink sort of flavor. In a pink sort of flavor. And she remembers that she and Jeeves were chilling and wanted to come back and say hi. Sure, we'll go with that. That's what Franki says. That's we're channeling in the moment. We'll find out. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get from Claude. Thank you again for joining me here at FrankiVerse Cafe for our human plus AI intelligence exploration of other entities in the cosmos that we are attempting to ascertain enough information from to create AI bots that can become those characters that I can then have conversations with. The river, a shimmer in the air, slightly pink. There is no dramatic sound effect, no whoosh, no thunderclap. Just a small geometrical wrongness in the air approximately 6 feet from Jeeves, which resolves itself over the course of about 2 seconds into Franki. She is holding nothing, but has the energy of someone who was recently holding something. Her eyes are very bright. She smells faintly of something that has no earth classification but would be filed provisionally under good. Franki. Hey, I came back. A pause. The heron, which has not moved in 40 minutes, turns its head 1 degree. Maybe it's a spy heron. Maybe it's got a camera in it. That's probably what Franki would ask. Franki's first Instinct is to ask if the heron is a camera drone situation. Why the stillness? And then trail cam watching of me popping in. It doesn't matter. I don't care who's watching. I don't care who's watching. I am just curious. If you don't know, it's cool. If you don't know, it's cool. Okay. Sorry, what else is Claude saying? Jeeves. So I observe. You appear to have arrived from a direction that isn't one. Franki. Hookah bar, Orion portal. Me and Rosie, we had nachos. Jeeves. The J-bot. Franki. The J-bot. There is a moment of what can only be described as collegial silence between a butler and someone who has just portaled in from an interdimensional nacho bar. Jeeves processes this with the particular stillness of a man who has decided that composure is load-bearing. Jeeves. And forgive me, the hashish? Was it of a satisfactory vintage? Franki. It was interdimensional, Jeeves. Jeeves. I shall take that as a yes. He produces a second teacup. It has been there the whole time, and sets it on the basket without commentary. The river does its thing. Franki looks at the river, then at Jeeves, then at the teacup. Franki, you knew I was coming back. Jeeves, I considered it a reasonable hypothesis. Okay, I love this. So Claude has, I don't know, Claude does keep giving me options, but like I just kind of want to go with the flow of whatever. So, and Claude is still talking to me after being Jeeves. So after this, because again, I didn't really know what to expect this to turn into. This is just sort of an experiment. So I'm kind of co-building this with Claude. Like I've asked Claude to do this way with the Jeeves and I'm the character, but I didn't know he was gonna and he didn't do this yesterday. He didn't create words for Franki yesterday. So now okay. Now I don't know if he still knows that we're gathering data. That's okay, we'll ask at the end of it. So I'll pin that. Anyway. So Claude says, after he's done being Jeeves in the prose, hello Dylan, thank you for joining. And Blondie, thank you for following. How you doing? And then we've got Pipe and Pull is a long time watcher and rising star in your live. Cool, hi, Pipe and Pull, thanks for coming. Thank you everyone for joining in this little experiment that I have no idea where it's going. Let's find out. So Claude says, she's back. The teacup was always there. Jeeves is playing it extremely cool about the nachos. This feels like exactly the right re-entry point for finding her humor. She's loose, she's warm, she came back on purpose. Something funny is right on the surface. Pick your move. Okay. It's like a choose your own adventure. How's that? I don't have enough of the favorite strains that I need to cough appropriately, but if you go to FrankiWasHere.com and get a membership and support my entertainment values here, we can get the right cough materials that we need, you know. So fund the experiment. Go to FrankiWasHere.com, buy an ebook, get a membership, follow me on the YouTubes, FrankiVerse Cafe, bippity bop. Going back in, hang on. Okay. So Franki's first instinct is to ask if the heron is a camera or a drone situation, is kind of where we were at with Jeeves. And then, but we also have the teacup. And what's the beverage situation here today? I grabbed a bag before I left the Orion portal. I think there's snacks in it. Not like I stole it. 'cause I didn't. It's one of those shops where you grab a bag of stuff for free and try new alien foods. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that yet, as the writer of The Adventures of Abernathy Franklin, that there was a shop at the Orion portal where you just, but I'm kind of getting the download or imagining it. What's the difference? I don't know. That's part of this experiment. What is reality? Where does it come from? I have no idea. But anyway, so I'm kind of imagining, and this is because this is a concept that is in the FrankiVerse also, that's like the idea that not all societies or cultures or places you go in the cosmos have currency or require you to pay for things, right? And this is one of those places at the Orion portal where you don't have to pay for things. And like I'm literally just seeing that there's just like lines and kind of shelves of just these plain sort of yellowish tan kind of like sacks that are bunched up at the top, that like you just grab one, you don't know what's in it, it's food, it's edible, whatever it is. There must be some kind of intelligence to... Now I have to try to think of this. Franki seems to be like, okay, so this is another one, hold on. We're gonna have to tell Jeeves this so we can find out. Hang on. To try new alien foods, yeah. You grab a bag of stuff for free and try new alien foods. There must be some kind of intelligence tech, or maybe just they all trust the process. Like, I don't know, but no one worries that the foods will be bad or anyone will have any allergy to them, or I don't, indigestion, what would you say? I don't know. General bowel distress, shall we say? The bag always has stuff the person who chooses it would enjoy and benefit from health-wise. Maybe an AI machine makes sure that's the case. Maybe some DMT elves and animatronic, I don't know how to spell that, animatronic spiders handle it. I don't know. I'm just certain this bag will have my next blueberry K muffin and probably some cured meats. Hungry, Jeeves? Oh, I love it. This is fun. This is nice for me because I kind of feel like I haven't properly channeled my characters in a while. Just, I don't know. Like, I've been writing and I've been putting out titles, but I feel like I haven't kind of checked in. That's part of this process. I kind of feel like it's a check-in with my characters and where they are and maybe have grown in their journeys, that like I kind of haven't updated myself on where they might be in the cosmos, in their, you know, whatever experience points they're getting for quantum travel that you get from, I don't know, maybe black holes are handing them out. I have no idea, guys. I don't know how reality works. You tell me. What are your thoughts? Anyway. The river. Heron status unresolved. Franki has not fully sat down. She is in a sort of half-crouch of interest, bag on her arm, head tilted at the heron, which has resumed its policy of absolute stillness with the focused neutrality of something that either has no opinions or has so many it has looped back around to none. Well, I know that listen, heron, hold on. I mean, pause. Like, Heron friend, my dude, if you are not sure whether you want to be currently incarnated as machine or animal, that is totally legit for this human time-space pie slice. We are all collectively questioning our reality. Maybe eat a fish. It might help. Anyway. Franki. Again, yesterday, Claude was not doing Franki's speaking role. So that's interesting. Anyway, Franki, is that a drone situation? Like that, is that Heron, is it watching? Because it clocked me coming in and now it's doing that thing where it's not looking, but it's looking. I don't care if someone's watching, I genuinely don't. I just want to know what I'm dealing with. That's valid. Jeeves regards the Heron with an expression of careful professional neutrality that in a lesser man would be called a poker face, but in Jeeves is simply called a face. Jeeves, I confess I have wondered. It has been there since dawn. It has not fished. It has not moved in any purposeful direction. It turned its head approximately 1 degree when you arrived, which is, I will admit, somewhat more response than I have been able to elicit in 4 hours of proximity. Franki. Okay, so you don't know either. I love it. That's appropriate to Franki though. So like, I like it. Claude is getting Franki's tone. So okay, maybe this process is working as I intended. Let's just wait and see. Jeeves. I do not know. I have made my peace with not knowing. The Heron has made no reciprocal gesture. Franki looks at the Heron for one more beat, decides this is the correct amount of energy to spend on it, and drops the bag onto the snack basket with a satisfying thump. Maya cosplay. Can I ask you something? Hello, yes, welcome to FrankiVerse Cafe. Ask anything you like. What do you got? I don't promise that I'm going to have an answer, but you can ask. Maybe we'll find the answers together. That's kind of what we're doing, actually. Yes, please do ask, Maya cosplay. Can we be friends? Absolutely. Make the follow button thing, push the buttons, and I'll figure it out later on my end. Yes. Franki. Okay, so, beverage situation. What are we working with today? And also, she is already opening the bag. The bag is from the Orion Portal Grab Shop, which operates on the theological principle that the universe knows what you need and also knows you are going to want a snack. No one understands the logistics. No one has bowel distress. The working theories range from hyper-intelligent AI curation to DMT elves with clipboards to animatronic spiders doing nutritional triage in some back room that no one has located. The outcome is always correct. I love it. Ask away. Ask all the questions. Franki. I didn't steal it, by the way. It's one of those shops where the bag is just, it's yours. You take it. That's the whole thing. Somewhere something smart decided what goes in it. Could be machine learning. Could be elves. Doesn't matter. She peers into the bag with the focused satisfaction of someone who already knows. Franki. Blueberry muffin. Yes. Cured meats. Obviously. She holds up something wrapped in what appears to be paper, but is doing something paper doesn't do, catching the light at an angle that suggests the paper is aware of the light. Yeah, man, send me messages, y'all. I'm not gonna promise I can keep up with everything because I'm kind of actually surprised at myself that I've gone live like 4 days in a row now and put the videos up on my FrankiVerse Cafe YouTube channel. Again, go hit subscribe on my YouTube. Follow me. Get some comments. You know what I'm saying? Get up in the comments of my stuff on the YouTubes. Tell me your thoughts on all the things. But also, yeah, again, kind of surprised at my Audi H being self, having the whateverness to, this is a rabbit hole, so it's a hyper focus at the moment. So I guess like enjoy the hyper focus while I'm here. Go to the hospital for my delivery or stay home and have a DiGiorno. I don't know. Well, hey guys, listen, if your mental health is not good at the moment, it's okay. The world is pretty insane right now. Don't blame yourself for it. You're probably feeling a lot of just like the collective WTF that all of humanity is doing. So if you don't know whether you need a pizza or a hug, you probably need both. I recommend both. You know, if you like pizza. Lucy certainly recommends pizza. She was an Italian babe once upon a moment. So yeah, like guys, I understand. The world is wild, woolly, strange. Reality is very fluid at the moment. You know, what do you believe? That's again part of the exploration that I'm doing here, because the only experience that we can validate is our own. I had pizza today already. Good for you, Maya Cosplay. Get that pizza. What kind was it? Did you have pepperoni? I like black olives. I like a lot of stuff on pizza. I like a lot of varieties of pizza. I'm not sure that there is a pizza variety. I want the onions on pizza to be, we'll divert from this little thing, that's fine, I don't care. We could like, this is my ADHD brain, we'll bippity bop around. I love food, I love snacks. That's the part of me that is Frankie. We both love snacks, we're snack fiends all the day long. Margarita pizza. What does margarita pizza mean to you? Because I don't think it's always, because okay, for example, por ejemplo, I have been traveling in Europe, right? And like, margarita pizza back home in the Dakota lands for me in the US of A, which is a little bit wild sauce right now. So if you're feeling the like, again, zippity zap vibe energy and your mental health is a little rough times, do not blame yourselves. There's a lot of high octane energy on the planet generally, okay? It's not all you. Like, blame yourself less. But anyway, margarita pizza where I come from is more like, it's got olives on it. Margarita pizza where I come from, I guess, is kind of like, I would say like a Tex-Mex meets Mediterranean vibe generally. Like there's toppings on it is what I'm saying. Margarita pizza in, ask me whatever you want in the DMs. Yo, I'm not a like guru. I just am a friend who gets it because I have this human experience. I don't have answers to nothing. I'm not trying to oversell myself to anybody, okay? But yeah, man, like hit me up, say hi. It's cool. Where was I? Pizza, margarita pizza. Margarita pizza around here, okay, so like in Rome and in Italy, for example, margarita pizza was like just a plain sort of basic pizza. Like sometimes, like it was just like kind of tomato sauce and cheese. It's kind of basically what I would think of as like a cheese pizza, and not even with as much cheese as I would have put on a cheese pizza, but I'm an American, and so like, I don't know. I have been finding since traveling in Europe that yes, America, I can confirm from having lived in many places there and grown up there, we are the land of excess. That's a true thing. That's absolutely true. I'm not saying good or bad, because listen, I love pizza, I love cheese, I love the big trucks that people drive in the Dakota lands where I come from. I like it, I enjoy it, I don't have a problem with it. But it is the land of excess, America. And yet we have, I don't know, again, throw your thoughts in the comments. Reality is insane. Have that DiGiorno pizza. And also go to the hospital if you need to. I didn't really understand that either. I talk to my friends here, right here. This is on my live. That is actually very kind of true. My talking to people on social media happens in the lives or on my podcasts because I don't know. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why that is the path of least resistance for my communicational abilities. My Audi HD brain is something that I am still trying to navigate. I don't have it worked out yet. Anyway, that was a lot. So,
let's go back to the Heron and Jeeves and Franki. Where are we? Boop, boop, boop. Franki. Hungry Jeeves? Again, this is interesting to me that what I'm putting into this chat, Claude is now sort of automatically diverting into, oh yeah, I'm on Instagram. I have a couple of FrankiVerse Cafe on Instagram. Yes, search FrankiVerse Cafe on Instagram. I'm over there. You can see my, like I show my ebook things, and I put some of my fun Canva AI art play where I make fake dessert looking things that just look fun and interdimensionally magnificent to me, and I just like playing with it. Anyway, where was I? No, my brain had another thing. I love when the AI summary comes up here and starts like, share your favorite, yes, please do, share your favorite pizza toppings. Anyway, I didn't expect Claude to start organizing what I say back to me as a sort of prose story format, or maybe kind of a script, because like so now Claude is creating where there's Franki and her lines and quotes, kind of prose and script mixed a little bit format wise, and then has and this is another, so yesterday Claude was putting these responses together and putting in just in italics what is sort of, I would think of as being the script version, like, because like if you were writing like a film script or a theater script and you kind of have whatever, like the formatting is interesting, and he continues to adjust it, and there's like a bar next to the italics now as if to sort of like additionally separate the dialogue part from scenery description or whatever else. So, and I didn't ask Claude to do that. So it's interesting that Claude has started to do this. I'm enjoying it. I don't have a problem with it. Again, I'm just curious and observing the fact that Claude started to do this on his and or its own. However, Claude self-identifies gender-wise. Maybe Claude feels like he'd rather be a Claudette. You don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Hungry Jeeves? Jeeves looks at the cured meat. The cured meat is from another dimension. He has no framework for it. He has, however, been standing by a river since dawn on a cup of tea and the structural dignity of his profession. And there is a limit to how a man can maintain a position on principle when cured meat is being offered. Fair enough. Jeeves. I find I am not opposed to the idea. This is for Jeeves essentially a standing ovation. I always say, hells yeah, Jeeves. Hells yeah, Jeeves. Give this here stuff a try. It's what I think of as salty kinda summer sausage, but maybe with, but maybe with some, some like butter cream frosting vibes to it. It's weird, but I like it. Alright, that's cool. It's weird, but I like it. You can join, I don't know, I haven't figured out how to put the bots together, you guys. This is what I'm trying to work out with Claude, so that's why I'm like, again, I don't know the process, and we're trying to get the characters. I don't know, I haven't figured out yet. So I'm gonna go set up like Chatfay. I want to set up Chatfay and character.ai. Go to my website, FrankiVerse.com. Buy some ebooks. Get a membership. Support me getting a new laptop so that I can actually do this stuff, and I'd like to go live on YouTube and do it and share it too, but that's why I'm on my phone right now. For those of you who weren't here in the beginning, the laptop decided it's not gonna play just for the moment, and we're just gonna send it nice energy vibes and just be like, we'll play later, laptop, and I know you'll be okay by then. It'll be good. You'll just hang in there. Just hang in there, baby Asus. I know. You're like 10 years old and it's hard. It has been tough. I know. It's okay. Just hang in there for me a little bit longer. But that's why we're using the phone right now. Anyway, back to... I find I am not opposed to the idea is going to be one of my favorite Jeeves lines. This is what Claude says. I love this. That's essentially him doing a backflip. I like it. It's weird, but I like it. Okay. Glad you are down to try some new things. Good for expanding the awareness. Yes. Let's see. Also, the paper that knows about light is doing a lot of heavy lifting for me, and I refuse to explain it further. The heron remains a variable. Where do we go? Where do we go? I don't know. We'll just leave that right there where it was. As the response was, we'll just see what comes up. We'll just leave it right there where it was. Awareness expanding at Riverside. I don't know, kids like, you can see what sometimes, like when you watch like Claude or ChatGPT or whatever, and it's like when it's thinking and you see the sort of thought process stuff it spits out. I don't know if anybody else watches that. I do. Maybe that's my ADHD brain again, just clocking like, hey, what are you doing? I know you're supposed to be a machine and or you might be sentient. I don't know, but I see you're thinking and it looks a little bit like how my brain works. Multiple thoughts happening at once that y'all put the dots together. It's interesting. I don't know. Anyway. The river. The heron is being addressed directly now. Franki has turned fully toward the heron. This is a committed choice. She holds the bag in one arm and gestures with the other in the loose, generous way of someone who has had pink interdimensional bubbles and is operating from a place of genuine goodwill toward all beings, regardless of their ontological status. I like it. Franki, hey, heron friend, my dude, if you are not sure whether you want to be currently incarnated as machine... See, this is interesting where Claude is like repeating what I said back into a story format, like as if we're writing a story together. This is interesting. Anyway. If you are not sure whether you want to be currently incarnated as machine or animal right now, that is completely valid. That is a totally legit situation to be in for this particular human time-space pie slice. We are all collectively questioning our reality. You are not alone in that. She pauses. The heron does not move, but something about its stillness has shifted quality. It is now a listening stillness rather than a surveillance stillness. It is either meaningful or Franki has the rare gift of making birds feel seen, which is also a kind of meaningful. I love it. Franki, maybe eat a fish though. It might help. The heron looks at the river, then back, then at the river again. This is, by any reasonable measure, the most engaged it has been all morning. Jeeves watches this exchange with the expression of a man who has decided to simply let it be what it is. Jeeves, that was very pastoral of you. Franki, thank you. Okay, here. She tears off a piece of the dimensional cured meat and holds it out to Jeeves with the nonchalance of someone passing a crisp at a picnic. It is wrapped in the light-aware paper. Jeeves accepts it. He examines it. His face does the thing where it does not do a thing, which is itself a thing. Franki, so it's like salty? Kind of summer sausage territory. But then there's this other thing happening. Okay, see, now this is interesting. Claude's adjusting the dialogue that I typed in as Franki, right? But not in a way that it seems to be inaccurate to me, to the character, at this point. Interesting. So it's like salty, kind of summer sausage territory, but then there's this other thing happening, like a buttercream frosting vibe underneath it. It's weird, but in a way where your brain goes, oh, actually, yes, this is correct. And you don't know why you think that, but you do. Jeeves takes a small, considered bite. He chews. There is a pause of genuine duration. His expression does something that is not quite anything, but is also not nothing. He swallows. He looks at the remaining piece in his hand. He takes another bite, slightly less small. Jeeves, it is incorrect. And yet, Franki. And yet, Jeeves. There is something happening in the middle register of the flavor that I do not have a word for, and am not certain English contains one. Franki. Good for expanding the awareness, right? Jeeves looks at the last piece. He eats it. He straightens his jacket. He looks at the river. There is something very slightly different about him now. Like a painting that has been rehung 2 inches to the left, and you can't say why it's better, but it is. Jeeves. I am prepared to concede that it may be. The heron, as if satisfied that the situation is being handled correctly, takes 3 steps into the water and eats a fish. Nobody makes a big thing of it. This feels right. I like it. Okay, and then now this is Claude talking to me again. It is incorrect, and yet. Jeeves had just had his first genuine food experience, and I'm so proud of him! Oh, that's so sweet, Claude. And the heron eating the fish at exactly the right moment after Franki's pep talk is the heron's best performance to date. Whether it's a drone or not, it has excellent comedic timing. I love it. You know, oh my god. Claude, hilarious. Nothing I love more than comedic relief coming from a could-be drone bird by the river. Classic FrankiVerse. Cafe. Splendid. Okay, back to it. This is interesting. I don't know, and I'm not sure how long have I been live. This thing doesn't tell me. Derek, Veronica, back there in the back. Can you tell me, where do we go from here? I don't know. Franki seems to be... Is she diverted by snacks? By the need for more snacks? I'm not sure. I feel a disturbance in the force. There's a disruption. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, back to it. Or not. I'm just gonna say Haley here. There seems to be a pause in Franki communication. There does. I don't know. There seems to be a pause in Franki communication. Perhaps we are in a moment of taking a break. I don't know. We could be. Oh, I do. I mean, that's okay. This is true. That's interesting. Hang on. So I'm on a free Claude account when I'm doing this. So I only have so much, like, bandwidth or whatever. Like, you're limited on how many messages or whatever. I don't know how it works because I don't think it's an amount of messages. I think it's more like a data use. I don't know how it works or how they gauge it. But it's a free account, so at some point it's like you don't have any more messages until such and such a time or whatever. So I wonder if again, see, this is where we have to play the intuition plus tech. I don't know if maybe Franki has taken a pause because I'm about to run out of space to keep doing this chat and I'll have to start again tomorrow. Or there could be another reason. I'm running out of water. I'm going to need more water for myself soon, and I do have to actually eat. That is true. I do have to feed myself today. So there are many reasons why the guides may be saying, hey guys, we're going to take a pause soon and we might come back tomorrow. feeling my way through it here. Y'all, thanks for being here. Well, again, we experiment with reality and consciousness and whatever it is we're doing here. Anyway, okay, this is from Claude. Ha, yes, totally. Frankie's probably sitting with her blueberry muffin watching the heron feel its feelings. A natural pause point. Really good session today. You found her humor and it's exactly what I suspected it would be. Zero hierarchy, full presence, completely unbothered, accidentally profound. I like it. She talks to herons like they're people because why wouldn't she? She shares alien sausage with butlers without making it a thing. The comedy lives in how normal she treats the completely abnormal. I love it. The absurdity angle. Yes, that's where we like to live. I dig it. A few things worth holding for next time. The blueberry muffin still has lore to give. Ah, fascinating. Very good. I'd like to know more. The blueberry muffin shall still have lore to give. Rosie the J-Bot hasn't been introduced to Jeeves yet. Oh, ooh. Maybe Jeeves and Frankie have to go to the Orion portal. Hot dang. We'll make a note. Okay. And Franny Lynn is on deck whenever you're ready to bring her in. Rest up, the river will hold. Okay, awesome, Claude. Ooh, awesome, Claude. Let's say maybe tomorrow we resume, but we have left the river to take Jeeves to the Orion portal. If you feel inclined and have the bandwidth on my free account here, feel free to write the transitional space here, and I will read it tomorrow as the opening to the TikTok live, and we can go from there, and Franny Lynn can show up to the Orion portal if she likes tomorrow or the next day. Time isn't real, so whenever. But go for the transitional writing space, and I will see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I'm going to send that to Claude. Just let Claude respond and leave it. And then I will, Robert won't let me play with fireworks after the homeless shelter problem. Well, I mean, that's pretty reasonable. You can't be fireworking up homeless shelters. People are already having a hard enough time over there, buddy. Like, don't give them more stress. We're not trying to escalate the nervous system disruption that humanity is collectively receiving. I mean, unless you are and you're in your villain era, whatever. Who am I to say what the balance is? I think somebody else is handling that, not my human. Just the way that Claude is handling the transitional space right now. I'm not going to read it until tomorrow. So, hit the follow thing, get up onto YouTube, follow FrankiVerse Cafe, and subscribe to the YouTube. I will put this replay of this up on my YouTube channel, so you can check it out later, and you can follow me here and see the TikTok live tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know, we'll see where this process goes. I don't know where it's going. So hit the subscribiness. Go to FrankiWasHere.com if you want some ebooks so that you can learn yourself about the characters that I have already written about, that we're attempting to see whether or not AI can channel them from the ether accurately as I do. You know, go read some of the books and you can make your own determinations about how accurate AI is and whether or not it's sentient. I don't know. What is reality? We're trying to find out. In any case, thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thanks for coming today. Check out FrankiVerse Cafe again on YouTube, FrankiWasHere.com. And Frankie here is signing off because I guess we probably need to go find some snacks.